on YouTube? This is your boy, Mr. Marker Mike, and today we're going to talk about the Detroit Lions draft positioning for Week 14 of the NFL and how the Lions are going to stack out by the end of the week when it comes to draft order. Now, before getting to the video, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Hit the bell for all my notifications. Leave me a comment and tell me what you think is going to take place this Sunday when it comes to Lions in the draft order. Was going to talk about the Minnesota Vikings and Detroit Lions when it comes to comparing, but I'm not going to lie. I am demoralized about this season. This has been a long season so far, and I believe the Lions are not going to win another game this year. 4 weeks ago, I said the Lions are going to be a top 5 draft pick. It's definitely looking so right now. So let's go ahead and talk about the teams right now who are picks 1 through 5, and the Lions are number 6, and see how it's probably going to end up by the end of the week when it comes to the draft order. Now, the Cincinnati Bengals play against the Cleveland Browns, and right now the Cincinnati Bengals are 1-11. I do believe that they're going to take this L again, so that secures them spot with the first overall pick when it goes to next week, and they'll be 1-12 with their record. Next, with the second pick in the draft order is the New York Giants. They face off with the Philadelphia Eagles. Right now the Giants record 2-10. This is interestingly enough. I think that the Giants could get a W. I think it's possible, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think the Philadelphia Eagles will get the W, and the New York Giants will still be the number 2 pick in this draft come Sunday, Monday, and their record will go from 2-10 to 2-11. The Washington Redskins are the 3rd pick currently in the draft, and their record is 3-9. They face the Green Bay Packers. Now, I think the Green Bay Packers are going to get this W, and the record for the Washington Redskins will be 3-10, and they'll still be the 3rd pick in this draft. But the Redskins' record is very interesting going forward, and we'll talk about in the coming weeks of what I think is going to take place. Now, the Miami Dolphins are the number 4 pick, and their record is 3-9, and they face the New York Jets. Now, I have the Miami Dolphins winning this game. Now, with them winning this game, they will be falling down in the draft, and that sends Detroit to the top 5. But Miami has got a really, really easy schedule going forward, and I do think they're going to pop off a couple wins, and that will automatically, with the Lions losing and them popping off wins, secure a top 5 for the Lions, in my opinion. You may disagree. That's fine. That's fine. It's perfectly fine. And so that will push them out of the top 5. The Falcons play the Carolina Panthers, and the Falcons' record is 3-9. Interestingly enough, the Panthers have been losing a lot as of late, and I could see an upset where the Falcons actually defeat the Panthers. I'm going to take the Falcons in this win. I think the Falcons can beat the Panthers. The Panthers, for some reason, man, they haven't been playing as well. I can see them losing this game. For whatever reason, they started losing a lot. And so that will drop them out as well. And of course, the Lions play the Minnesota Vikings, and with the Lions' loss, that will put the Detroit Lions from the 6th pick come Monday to the 4th pick in the NFL draft. We can definitely jump spots. I think it's probable that this occurs. Now, the Falcons may lose this game, and if that's the case, I still think the Lions will be a top 5 pick come Monday. Again, the Miami Dolphins' schedule is really, really easy. They play the Jets, the Giants, the Bengals, and the Patriots. Think about this. They play the Jets, they could get the W. They play the Giants, where they can get the W, and they play the Bengals. So, in my opinion, Miami is not going to be a top 5 pick. So even if all the other teams lose, including the Lions will be then a top 5 pick. So keep an eye on the Miami Dolphins. I think they're going to get a couple W's. Now, you can look at the Falcons. The Falcons, they play the Panthers, the 49ers, they're definitely going to drop an L there. The Jacksonville Jaguars, they could get a W there as well. And the Buccaneers. Again, the schedule is not that hard for the Atlanta Falcons. I think Atlanta could pull out at least one more win with the remaining schedule. And so if Miami and Falcons get another win, that just pushes the Lions up, because I don't believe I don't want to tank, guys. I don't want to lose. That is not my thing. I want to win. I just don't see us winning. We're not going to beat the Minnesota Vikings. I don't believe we beat the Buccaneers. I don't believe we beat the Denver Broncos. And I definitely don't believe we beat the Packers. The Packers and Minnesota are going to be fighting for the NFC North title and positioning in the playoffs. So I see us going 3-12. And let's see, the Washington Redskins. Now, their schedule's a little bit tougher here. They got to play the Packers, the Eagles, the Giants, and the Cowboys. Again, they could pull off a W there. If one of those W's and the Lions win, we're going to be in a top 3 spot. And the Giants, guys, the Giants plays the Eagles, the Dolphins, the Redskins, and the Eagles. A lot of these top 5 teams are playing each other. And so I definitely believe we're going to be a top 5 draft pick. And it'll be interesting to see going forward. Now, we just judge week to week, but these teams face each other. A lot of them do. And so it's going to be interesting going forward. I think we're definitely going to have a top 5 draft pick. And this is something I'm going to do week to week and just kind of keep the draft order going. Now, I know some Lions fans believe that the Lions can pull off a W, a win here or 2 wins going forward. Hey, I hope so. I truly do hope so. I'm not a guy who wants to tank. I want wins. I prefer wins, man. We've seen a lot of losses, and I'm the guy that likes W's. I just don't see it happening. I just think Minnesota's going to blow us out. Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense is hot. The Denver Broncos defense has been good, and it's at Denver on a Mile High. And, of course, the Green Bay Packers. And Matthew Stafford, I don't think he plays another game this year with his broken back. And I want to see what David Blah brings to us. And that's what I want to see. And I feel like the offense of the Lions is humming even without Matthew Stafford. But unfortunately, our defense is really, really bad. And I see these offenses scoring on us. If the Chicago Bears can score on us, if the Washington Redskins can score on us, then Minnesota Vikings, the Green Bay Packers, the Denver Broncos, and as well as the Buccaneers are going to score on us. So tell me what you think is going to take place, where the Lions are going to look in this draft come Monday of next week, and we'll just go forward week by week. But it's very hard to stay positive when it comes to the Detroit Lions. I totally get it, folks. I'm with you there. I'm demoralized, but I want to see W's, and so I gotta switch my content up to some more positive outlook. It's been a long year, folks. It's been a long year. With that said, folks, I leave you with the greatest words of all time. Adios.